Hey guys, it's Holer back with another video of all the mods 10 to the skies. This is going to be the third episode of this series. So off camera, I did a couple things, just meshes. I upgraded them from iron to diamond, and it's very simple. You just combine each mesh with the ore of the higher levels, so iron to gold, gold to diamond. And I went ahead and I sifted quite a bit more gravel just to get some diamonds and stuff, as you can see based on my tools. And what I went ahead and did here is I turned this block generator into a diamond one, and I made this this drawer into a compacting drawer. That way it pulls the stone in and it compacts it into cobblestone 2x. So that way I can have more cobblestone in the same chest. And what I also have going on here is I move these crucibles over from over there, over here, and what they're doing is they're pulling cobblestone right from this drawer here. They're melting down, and then the lava is being stored in this here, which actually it's full now, so I'm going to replace that. But lava is super important early game to get stuff like obsidian. Yeah, so this is going to fill up, and we'll have tons of cobblestone. Won't really have to worry about that for a while. I also mined down this mound here just to kind of get myself some more dirt, and I was starting to extend this here. Because what we're going to be focusing on today is mystical agriculture. So early game, this is going to be one of the most important things to set up because you can get seeds that can help you make dirt and different crops, which are very important early game. So what I'm doing right now is I'm building this walkway out where I can build a big platform for mobs to spawn. So we can get ourselves some of the first essence, which I believe is called it's called Inferium. So we need Inferium essence, which is basically the start of this mod. It's going to help us be able to make all different kinds of seeds, which will be very important to our progression. So whenever I'm done building this big platform, I will be back. Alright, so I'm done building the big platform. It doesn't have to be too big, just kind of big enough for mobs to spawn, so you can go ahead and kill them just to get yourself some Inferium to get started. I made these fences just so I can kind of place them here and not really have to worry about any mobs coming around. Probably wouldn't hurt to place one more fence on each side. Do that. And then go back over here, and we're going to grab some diamonds so we can get some armor to suit up, just so we don't die fighting these guys. There's 19 there. And some more. And now we just wait for mobs to spawn. I believe that this is all that's needed for them to spawn. I think we can probably run over here so that they have some more opportunity to spawn. So guy, and oh, I got zombie spawn eggs. Well, I might as well use some. No Inferium quite yet. I wonder if there's a better way to get Inferium. From what I got in my research, there isn't really any better way to get Inferium other than just killing mobs to start. So you're just gonna kind of have to just go around and hopefully they spawn. You can even put it into hard if you want to try and see if you can get more mobs to spawn. There. Something that you all should do is make this time in a bottle. It's pretty easy to make. After you've done your first initial bit of sieving, you can make one of these. It's a pretty simple recipe. What it does is it stores time whenever it's in your inventory, and that way you can use this to speed up processes. So say I want to, I don't know, smelt some stone. If you take some stone, you put that in there, you can speed it up, so it's 32 times. It uses some of the stored time, but it smelts much faster. We have some mobs over there now. So, kill these guys. There's our first bit of Inferium. Perfect. Perfect. We'll head back over and let some mobs spawn back up. And while we're waiting, we can go ahead and make the altar for this mod. So we're gonna need some string, because we gotta make some wool. Do that. So the altar is gonna take 4 stone, a red wool, and 2 gold ingots. So the gold's right here. I think I stone my inventory, perfect. So now I need to figure out a way to get red dye. Let's see if I can get lucky with this 6 dirt here. Perfect. That's going to give us our red dye. Just going to throw away all the stuff we don't need here. This gem, these are going to be important later. It's part of Apotheosis, and basically it's going to help us out get better gear. But for now, we don't need to really worry about that. So we are going to throw this guy in here. Throw the red wool with that. And make that. And then we can make the altar. And along with the altar, you need a bunch of these infusion pedestals. So we're going to need a bunch more red dye. So the way that we're going to have to go about getting this red dye is we're going to have to compost leaves in these barrels. And then I believe we can just toss leaves in here. Toss leaves in all these guys. And then you can get dirt, just like this. You can get your dirt, you can go over here and sift your dirt. Hopefully get a, yeah, perfect. This is what I wanted, a rose bush. So with the rose bush, I think I completely forgot about this. This is vanilla Minecraft stuff and I'm forgetting about it. Place this here and just do this. And you can get a bunch of bushes like that, which is perfect. And you get yourself a ton of dye. So with this dye, what we're going to do is we're going to make some more red wool. And then with this, we can make the rest of these pillars. And now we have to bridge out and make another section for this. So I think I'm going to bridge this off the backside. And we're going to put the altar right there. And then you can go ahead and place all this. Once you have this little place built, you just place all these pillars down. And then you've got your little setup to start out this part of the mod. So what you need next, because to make any type of seeds, you need prosperity seeds. And you need prosperity shards and seeds to make them. And what you're going to have to do is you have to sift soul sand. To make soul sand, you have to go and put witch water with sand. And earlier in the mod pack, it shows you how to make witch water. You place a barrel above a mycelium block and place water in it to get witch water. So what we're going to do to get mycelium, I think I should already have some mycelium seeds somewhere. What we're going to do with that is just, even just like over here somewhere, place dirt, and then you're going to place spores. That way it spreads. And then you're going to get some more barrels. Place them over here. And then you can get yourself some buckets of water, and that turns it into witch water. See the progress bar at the top? That's going to eventually change this into witch water, which is exactly what we want. And while we wait, we can go get ourselves some sand. That way we don't have to worry about that later. And they even gave us some more mycelium spores from the quest, so we can just go ahead and place all these down. That way all these turn into witch water. And now this one's finished. So if you put that in there, you get soul sand. Soul sand is going to get us our prosperity shards, which once you get some of these, it's a lot easier to get soul sand later. You just have to hope you get some off of this, which we did. Hopefully we got 4. Looks like we did not. So, oh perfect, you get more from the quest. Alright, so I went ahead and I found 1 wheat seed, which is pretty much all we need right now. I'm just going to go ahead and do that. You can make yourself your prosperity seed. And when you use this, you can see all the different things you can use this to make. There's plenty. This is used for every single seed. And so what I want to make first, so we don't have to do any more of this dirt stuff, is I want to make dirt seeds, which it sounds kind of funny just because it's a dirt seed. But you need 4 inferium, 1 prosperity seed, and 4 dirt. So we have 4 dirt right here. We have the seed. So you're going to go ahead and throw the seed in the center, the dirt in these 4, and then you're going to use the inferium, which I currently only have 2 still. We're going to have to grab some more. Put these here. So hopefully with this night we can get ourselves some more seeds. What I also want to do is I want to make myself some gold and diamond chests just so I can store more stuff. Perfect, and then there's those, and then for now, pretty much all we should need is gold chests. These are just gonna be more handy. You can store a lot more in these. So I don't know exactly where to place it right now. I guess I can do this. But I recommend these for kind of your starter storage. And now that all these mobs are here, what we can do is go over there and hopefully get enough inferium. There's our last inferium. Where is my steak? Here it is. Heal up quick. And now that we have the rest of the inferium, you can go ahead and throw this in the other 2 stands. I think you need a redstone signal for this. So, lever. Perfect. Yeah, here we go. So this is what it looks like whenever the recipe is being made. And now that this is done, we've got our dirt seed, which is very valuable, so make sure you hold on to it. We are going to put this guy into a botany pot. That way we don't have to grow it like normal. Perfect, and you can place these kind of anywhere for right now. But what you do is this goes in here like this, and then you can place the dirt seed and dirt, and then you can put farmland in here, and then now your dirt seed will grow. So this is going to be it for this episode. It's been kind of chaotic. I've just been trying to make everything fit in kind of a shorter video. I hope you guys all enjoy the video, and I will see you guys next time.